I just don't know what to do. My child is just taking photos and they're always posting things on social media and they don't want to do anything else. So what do I do? And when they come, we tell them, give those kids to us. It's very close to my heart, what I do here. Because I'm able to see these children take these passions that they have, which sometimes no one seems to get, and we're able to turn them into something else that they're able to make a life, a career out of, and become successful. We are value-driven and we are transformational. And we have students from not just Kenya, but international students as well, joining our campus because of these reasons.
Okay, what are the things you think the outside world misunderstands about creatives, and how do you address it as a school?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. So there's a story we tell here at ADMI. That's a real story where a student wanted to come to ADMI and they had lunch on Sunday with their grandmother. And the grandmother said, no, you cannot go there. You have to go to a university. And so they ended up enrolling in the university because grandma insisted. But the student was very adamant that when they are done with their university, where they went, they are coming to ADMI because they knew what they wanted to do. And so the perception that people have, or some parents have still in this day and age, is that the creative space is not a real career path. So they want them to do law and to do medicine, to go into those fields. Some still don't appreciate the fact that this is an industry that is growing, that students can be successful in it, and that they're also able to do a degree now. So it's not that they're just going to do the diploma course and that's it. They can do a degree as well. And we also have a number of successful people who are doing very well, who are in the creative industry. So the perception is slowly changing. I would say parents are becoming more and more aware, but you'll find that some of them who come to us, they're the ones who don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. My child is just taking photos and they're always posting things on social media and they don't want to do anything else. So what do I do? And when they come, we tell them, give those kids to us. I had an interesting interaction with a parent the other day outside of work, at actually a car wash, and they were telling me about their child who they just don't know what to do with them because they don't understand what this is. They don't want to go into the normal, what the parent calls normal career path. And so when they went, they showed me the photos that the student takes, and I was like, oh, this is our student. You need to give me this child when they're done with high school, because they're currently doing their Form 4. And the parent was very thrilled to know that there's a space that I can take this child, that actually they can thrive. Yeah, because once you hear the success stories, once you see how the students are successful post-training, and once you even see the faculty, when you talk to them and interact with them, you're able to understand that, oh, actually, I can take my child I can let them be their own person. They can do this as a career, as opposed to the traditional paths. So I'd say, yeah, it's slowly changing. Parents are slowly becoming aware that there's this now upcoming creatives that we have to embrace. They're not going to go anywhere. And even if we limit them, they'll go do whatever degree course you want them to do, but they'll go back and do whatever it is that is their passion. And that's why we believe at ADMI in taking these young children and turning their passion into profit.
So the question I have for you right now is, are you a creative yourself?
Oh, I think I am. I didn't think that I was. I was having a chat with my friend actually yesterday, and she was complaining how CBC parents now are doing so much work because they had to make a bin bag or something, and she had to go buy crochet. And I was like, oh my God, that is so exciting. I wish we had that when we were kids, right? Because maybe some of us are in the wrong path and we didn't know, right? So yeah, I think I am a creative. I do a lot of things, or there are things that I have done that show me that I am a creative, but I was not aware that I was a creative. I do a lot of knitting, crochet. I know, yeah, I'm becoming my mom. And also, I do jewelry. I used to, though. I don't do anymore just because of time. But I used to make my own jewelry, beaded stuff and all that. So I'd say, yes, I do have a creative streak. in me, but I never really explored it. Yeah. So the advantage these kids get is that now they get to explore that. And now the way the curriculum is set up, I think then we'll see a lot more of students or kids getting to know their passion at a much younger age. Because I'm excited that they get to do all those things at that age. By the time they get to high school, they already know their path. When they're selecting those specialization paths, then they know I'm going into the arts because I am a creative, or I'm going into the sciences. I think that's really, really cool that as a country, we are there as well. I'm very passionate about education. I've been in the education industry for over 10 years now in different levels of education, including adult education. So that's something that is very close to my heart. So I love to see people grow through learning and become better and grow and become successful as well. For ADMI, I think because of my passion because of my being a creative at heart, it's very close to my heart what I do here. Because I'm able to see these children take these passions that they have, which sometimes no one seems to get, and we're able to turn them into something else that they're able to make a life, a career out of, and become successful. Yeah, it also helps that I started teaching when I was very young, at 13, when I had my first Sunday school lesson. That's when I became a Sunday school teacher, and that's where I started, I guess, teaching, and it just became a thing that I do. Yeah, so that's, I'd say, how my role here is intertwined.
Let's start with the opportunities for students to
Showcase
their work.
Yeah. So at the end of every semester, or at the start of the next semester, we have the student showcase. So what we do is we have students display their work, and we have parents come in, we have other alumni come in, we have employer partners come in, and they come and see what the students have been able to accomplish in the last semester. So this is all things from photography to graphic design. We have animators showcasing what they've come up with in that semester. We have even music production showcasing what they came up with, and film. We also screen the films that they've come up with in that semester. And this is a perfect opportunity for students to not just connect and show parents what they're doing or actively doing. Because, sometimes parents ask, what is this you're doing all the time in school, Now they come and actually see their students' work, and they'll put little bios next to their names, and they put their business cards. Some come even with business cards. It's really cool when you see that. And then the employer partners come, and some of them are really impressed. In the last one we did, which was start of this semester, we had 3 students get gigs through the employer partners that came. So that's another avenue we give students to showcase their work, where we are connecting them and helping them to show their work to the public. A number of parents want their students to do a degree. It's important for the parents that their child has that degree. So one of the things we've done here at ADMI is we've introduced degree courses. So what we've done is we've partnered with Wolf University, and they have accredited us, ADMI, to offer a degree courses through them. So what this means is that our students who are doing diploma can transition into a degree course, and they can get a credit transfer, and this degree is recognizable in EU. So you're getting an EU certified degree, but you don't have to leave the country. You can do it right here. The advantage with that is that the students get to enjoy our still practical, holistic, hands-on training here at a fraction of the cost they would have paid getting the same education in Europe, for instance. So this is coming soon, starting January. The degree courses will begin here at ADMI, and we'll have the specialization in the same courses that we are offering currently. Why ADMI? We are global, we are practical, we are digital, we are value-driven, and we are transformational. And we have students from not just Kenya, but international students as well, joining our campus because of these reasons.
What is one thing you want students to remember long after they've left ADMI?
Oh, bless. When students leave ADMI, I want them to remember everything they learned, most important, the technical skills. But in addition to that, I want them to remember how much fun they had. I want them to remember how we allowed them to question the status quo, how we allowed them to challenge and not to fit in a box. I want them to keep remembering that. We want them to go out and tell stories that are transformational because of what they experienced here, not just in class, but out of class as well. I want them to remember the experiences they had when they went for industry exposure. I want them to remember the faculty that taught them. I want them to have all this at the back of their minds, because all this is what will make them successful. And I don't want them to ever be contained or feel like they can't ask or question why, and challenge things. That's what I'd want them to remember.